Oh. Oh, I'm flying. Does this mean I can walk over water now? I can. What the actual fuck? Ha 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 ha. Now, I'm pretty sure that there is an issue where if I get too close to that island, the game locks up. I think like there's a whole like the game will freeze if you get too close to that island kind of deal. I don't know, but my goal here is to get to Insomnia if I can, if at all possible. What my current game plan is I'm going to well, first I'm going to run on this invisible whatever I'm running on, but if that doesn't work, I'm planning on running up this coastline all the way over. All the way up this coastline around here if I can, because I'm pretty sure at some point I'll either hit an invisible wall or I'll fall into an abyss, I don't know, and come up here and see if there's like, because it looks like there's an extra landmass here, but then again, looks can be deceiving. We know how this shit works. Anyway, I'm going to try and run and see, hopefully there's something up here that I can run along that'll take me onto this massive land, which will allow me to run into here. Now, I know there's going to be nothing in here. You know, that's a given. There's probably going to be low poly nothingness and 2D textures, but still, it's the principle. I want to go there. I want to see what's there. So that's what I'm doing. And I think I might actually, like, I don't know. I don't think I can actually throw my weapon. Yeah, that's where I stop. So I can't run across the invisible landmass all the way over, and this is not a real rock. Cool. So yeah, I'll keep this up as long as I can. Probably not super long. Guess I've got to go to bed, for I am a petty retail worker, and I must awake at 8 o'clock in the morning to leave for work to make my $8.50 an hour wage. My petty wage. My very petty wage. Anyway, this isn't about my wage, this is about getting to Insomnia. If I can. It's gonna take a while too. This Noctis is not the fastest person in existence. I'll just tell you. That. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Not the fastest man alive. So, this next couple minutes is going to be filled with awkward silence, unless I come up with anything else to say. That's interesting. I don't want to speak too soon, because I know I might just fall into the abyss at any moment, but I do want to say that I appreciate how this game is developed. I mean, even though we're not supposed to be out here, all of the geometry for the landscape is still solid and behaves the way it should. Like, I mean, it goes for the water too, unfortunately, and you can't, you know, run out into the water and walk around underground, or under the water, blah blah blah. I hate the way I talk sometimes, but it's okay. You all like the way I talk, I think. Anyway, you can't walk underwater. Unfortunately, there's still that weird invisible barrier that's blocking Noctis from touching the water, even in areas that he's not supposed to be. So you'd think they wouldn't put the barrier there, but they did. It's getting dark now. 16. All I'm seeing is the sun going down. Let's see, how much progress have I made thus far? We are a quarter of the way there, I want to say. Maybe about 35%, 40% there. Definitely not 50. But I just gotta say, I love doing stuff like this. Breaking the game's intended boundaries to do things and see things and go places where the game originally didn't initially intend for you to go. You know, it's just... like, not only is it a fascinating thing, I kind of feel like it's a big, you know, fuck you to the developers of the game. Like, you can't tell me where I'm supposed to go. You can't tell me where I can't go and where I can go. I go wherever I want. It's an open world game. Therefore, the world should be open unto me. I mean, I'm not that spoiled. Actually, I kind of am spoiled when it comes to open world games because I'm used to them making these huge open world maps and then just letting the player run wild. And it looks like we're about to run into a problem up here because the ground is gone. Now I see rocks on it, but I'm not going to test it. Oh, I'm not entirely sure about this. Like, I see a layer of ground underneath, but let me just save real quick in case this goes incredibly wrong. As you see, I've got this glitched out save. This one is also glitched out. This is the start of the break. If anyone ever actually requests, you know, or asks me how I did it, I'd be more than happy to go back to this save and explain it, because that's just kind of right after I performed the boundary break. And this I'm just using for, like these other slots, I'm just using for when I reach points of interest or areas like, you know, this, that are just sketchy. Okay, so I can walk on this. Can I walk? Oh no, I don't think so. We're not going to try that. We're not going to try that. This is where everything's starting to fall apart. The matrix is broken. Oh, okay, wait, there we go. Look at that. I can see the ground. Available unto me. See, I'm not really seeing much out there, so I really don't think there's going to be any extra land masses for me to walk on to get across. Which is genuinely depressing, because I really want to go over there and see what that city looks like close up. I mean, I suppose I could just get the PC version of the game to figure that out, but, you know, I'm not rich, and I most certainly can't afford a nice high-end PC that'll run this game buttery smooth. And I refuse to play a game on my computer unless it's running buttery smooth. Because, you know, man, migraines. The migraines, man. Anyway. I'm going to go back to, shutting up for a bit here, unless I, of course, as I said before, come up with anything interesting and constructive to say. That's bright. That is very bright. Welcome to Plato Land. Oh, quick intermission here. I'll just hide under the dirt. Okay, intermission over. And time to run back over there. You know, honestly, I don't know if anyone tuned in while I was away, but I'm going to go over what I was doing again, just for the sake of, you know, talking and hearing myself talk. My goal is, right now, to get over to that city you see out in the distance, the city of Insomnia. Right over here. Now, I tried getting over there from over here where I initially performed the boundary break, but this bridge is not solid, and unfortunately Noctis can't swim, so I couldn't just go across the water to get there. So what I'm going to try and do is I took myself over this way. You can see all the lit up areas. That's where I walk. I'm taking myself over this way, and my plan is to walk across this entire coastline all the way up and around to here, because what it looks to me that there is explorable terrain up here, or traversable terrain, just because this little nub here, that's just what's convincing me. Now that could just be a little island, and I could just be deceiving myself, you know, but I don't know, it's worth a shot, because if it's connected to Kavwa, whatever the hell you pronounce that, I would theoretically be able to get to the city. I know there's not a lot going on in the city. I know it's probably, like I said before, it's probably going to be a bunch of low poly models and 2D textures and just nothingness, but it's the principle of it. I want to get over here. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to try. I'm going to fail probably, but I'm going to try. And if you've tuned in, you're going to join me on this little adventure. And on the path between, we might run into some neat little secrets or something? I don't know, maybe. To be honest with you, I haven't seen anything out here. It is like a literal ghost land. I was kind of hoping that maybe I'd run into something like, hey, maybe Square Enix intended for certain areas to be explorable, but then cut them out later, but left the remnants behind. Unfortunately, they did not leave any remnants behind, at least not as far as I've seen, because I mainly chosen to stick to the coastlines and the inner grassland areas, but ultimately I haven't really found anything. Honestly, I don't think anyone has, because this glitch isn't new, this glitch isn't a mysterious, and it's not very hard to do. Someone figured out how to do it about 4 months ago, I believe, and I watched their video on YouTube to do it for myself. I've just kind of taken it upon myself to go places I shouldn't be able to go. And it looks like I have found a roadblock. I have found an invisible wall. That is depressing. Okay, let's see how close I got to my goal. I only got halfway to my goal before I was blocked by this invisible wall, which is probably taking up this entire expanse. Now, I don't go all the way down the map because there's actually an invisible wall that will be blocking me from getting back inside the world map. But, you know, it's whatever. Okay, so change of plans. We're just going to go this way now. I was going to say, not another invisible wall. Stop. Noctis, let's go. Don't be picky. Throw a sword and get up there a little faster. Yep, it looks like this invisible wall is going to take up a huge chunk of this, yep, it's still here. Okay, we're just gonna keep going up. Okay, I actually saw that someone tuned in just now. I will explain again, one more time, what I was planning on doing. I will open the world map. Now, you can see these lit up areas on the map. Obviously, the ones inside the map are the places you're supposed to go. The ones out here are the ones you're not supposed to. Now, over here, I performed a boundary break. Right here, we see the car icon. I used the car to push myself to the wall to get out here. Now, initially, I wanted to travel along the road so I could get to this bridge and travel to this city. Unfortunately, this bridge isn't solid. Once you get to about here, you can't get back up on, you fall through the bridge and can't get back up onto it, and sadly Noctis doesn't have the ability to swim, so there's this massive invisible wall along the entire coastline keeping me from crossing the water to get to this city. Now, of course, it's a little frustrating because the city, even though you're not supposed to get to the city to begin with, there's actually no landmass attaching this city to the mainland mass, which makes getting into it increasingly difficult. Now, what I was going to do, what my original intentions were before I ran into this friendly invisible wall here, is I was going to run along this entire coastline. I was going to make my way up and around, and I was going to come to about here. Now, I had the impression that there would be more land just off the map here, only because of this tiny little nub right here, and that just led me to believe that there'd be more landmass attached, which would eventually lead to this one. And then from here I could obviously, you know, find a way across the ravine and into the city. Now, I know that the city wouldn't be much other than 2D textures and low poly models with just generic terrain inside, but it was the principle of it, you know, just I never get to see that city in the game except for at the end when it's all destroyed. I kind of wanted to see it now, but it's whatever. Because this little invisible wall we run into here, I've had a change of plans. So now we're just gonna run along the invisible wall until either it goes away or I get thrown back into the world map. Because if I backtrack, I can guarantee there's not a whole lot to see. Alright. Alright, there's trees, which means I'm probably getting close to the game's boundaries. That's a lot of trees. Okay, it's getting hard to see now. Switch to first person. That did not make it any better. There's really a lot of trees. Where is... Okay, I just need a... There we go. Still... being... Whoa! Where did I go? There I am. Okay, the ground's not entirely solid here. It's kind of... Yeah. Okay. Still invisible wall. We're just going to run up and alongside the invisible wall. And we're going to slip, apparently. Alright. It's kind of like a stop and go thing for Noctis here. He's confused. Well, yep, there's the actual traversable world map. Kind of curious as to what that heap of junk over there is, but I think I know what it is. So I'm pretty sure I know what that is. That seems to be in the boundaries of the game. Oh, I disappeared for a second there. More invisible ground. Yeah, there's the actual intentionally traversable world map, and I am... Wow, that is... I'm floating pretty high up above the ground here. Ah, it's so... Ah, it hurts. That invisible wall hurts. Felt like I was making strides, only to be stopped short. Oh, shame. Oh, I've got messages on my telephone. Alright. I have read messages online. Yes, it is incredibly disappointing that I can't get over here. Especially the trouble I went through to break through the initial invisible wall, keeping me out from the, or should I say keeping me in? Keeping me inside the world map. feel like if I keep running this way, I'm gonna eventually fall back in bounds. Oh no, I've got a way. I got a ways to go. Maybe there's gonna be like a small sliver of explorable land for me to grip onto. Do. I feel like I'm playing Slender Man here. It's like, what? Oh god, no, enter first person. Where is he? He's following me. No, just kidding. Ha! Slender Man. Oh, that is so 2008. Anyway. Oh, I need these trees to go away. I need the sun to come out. I need the sun. Oh. Okay, well, I guess you get what you guess. Oh! 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 Okay, everybody, excitement here. I have gotten past the invisible wall. I mean, it's still there, but it's not right here. So, alright, we're back on track. We're going our intended direction. That is good. The invisible wall does still exist. It is still to my immediate right, as you can see, but it is no longer blocking me from going southwest, which is the direction in which I need to go. I don't know how far southwest I can go before things get a little weird. It's like I'm kind of running blind here. We're all kind of running blind here because of these trees. But we're out of the trees for now. There's the actual world map over there. There's the adamantoids. Alright, we're getting somewhere. I probably should have rented a chocobo before I did this. Probably would have helped me get around a lot faster. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. Didn't. So kind of hoping I find something interesting. Unfortunately, I have to report to my place of consensual slavery early in the morning, so I can't really stay up too long to do this. Probably give it another hour or two, and then leave it at that. Oh, the invisible wall is gone again. Oh, boys and girls, or boy and girl, or boy and boy, or girl and girl, whoever is in my stream. We have got... Okay, this is explorable over here, so I might need to start going north, if I can. I don't want to go back into bounds. The boundary is not fun. I'm a rebel. I explore outside of my intended boundaries. Oh, hello. I found rocks. Hello, rocks. It's like you kind of know that you're getting closer to the actual game's actual in-game map when the terrain starts getting more detailed like this. And I would be heartbroken if I wasn't paying attention and I fell back down. So, alright, yep, cool. We're working our way back down to the coastline. So once I if I can get back down to the coast, I'm going to start traveling west again, and then I'm going to start traveling north. And we're going to travel along this and see maybe, if maybe there is something I can walk on up here that will help me get to the ever so elusive Insomnia. I know back when there was an armature glitch that used to work, back a couple, maybe a year, 2 years ago. What is that sound? That is terrifying. That is actually terrifying. It sounds like something was following me. Anyway, back on subject. There was a glitch called the armature glitch that happened, that people discovered. That was very hard to pull off, mind you. That was patched out recently. But with that armature glitch, you could basically fly wherever you want in the world map. Like, it doesn't matter. If you see it, you can fly to it. It was actually pretty great. Basically God mode, essentially. Kind of like no clip if you were to play an Elder Scrolls game and use the console type, you know, toggle collision. You can fly around wherever you want. Anyway, I used that And the one place I actually didn't go, which I should have, was, well, Insomnia. And I kind of missed my opportunity there, so I'm kind of having to jump through a bunch of hoops here in order to get there. If I can, and I doubt I will. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw a few YouTube videos where there were people who did get to Insomnia. And if you go to the city and kind of like go towards the middle, the game will eventually just teleport you to the end game version of Insomnia, where, you know, everything's falling apart and it's kind of the apocalypse and everything. But still, you know, I mean, even though I kind of know what to expect if I get there, it's still, you know, fun to think about. I found another invisible wall. That's okay. I'm just going to stick to the invisible wall. Now, I've been trying to fill all of this time with the sound of my lovely, lovely nasally voice, but I'm running out of things to say, so I'm just gonna be quiet now, unless I come up with anything else interesting to say. Oh no, we found a corner, everybody. We found a corner. Where am I at? I am getting close to whatever that says. Right, LA. So, we are going to travel down this invisible wall. This little corner I've tucked myself into, and kind of hope that maybe it'll give some point. Not pushing me back in. Please don't push me back into the world map. Okay. No, we're not in the world map yet. Things still look a little peculiar. Still way too many trees. Starting to get the impression that they intended this game started off as a Slenderman game. I don't know. It feels very Slenderman out here. I kind of find it funny that when you boundary break in this game and you break through the boundaries of the game and you're kind of on the outskirts, you know, the places you're not supposed to be. For some reason, just Ignis, Prompto, and Gladiolus, they're just like, no, you're on your own, Noctis. You travel into limbo on your own. We want nothing to do with this. They just kind of, they actually stay in bounds. Like, anywhere else inside the world map, if you're traveling in the world map, and you separate yourself from your friends with like a large wall or a fence, they'll just, when they're off frame, they'll teleport right behind you. But when you're outside the world map, if they're off frame, it doesn't matter. They're not going to teleport. They're going to stand. They're going to stand right where they were when you broke the boundary. So they're still all the way back near Insomnia, near the Imperial Garrison, the little blockade that they made there. And I find that kind of hilarious. There really are a lot of trees out here. I mean, I guess it's for appearances. You're down on the road and you're driving and you're looking up, you're thinking to yourself, oh, look at that pretty forest up there. No, it's just a bunch of shrubs. It's not a forest, it's shrubs. But it's gotten to thinking what a strange just collaboration of weirdness my channel is. You've got like, I think like 75 to maybe 85% of my channel is just me wailing on my guitar like a dying cat. What the fuck was that? What the hell is that? You know what, I'm just gonna keep moving on. Anyway, like I was saying, my YouTube channel is Strange.
Rain.
Yeah, it's rain. It's raining. My YouTube channel is a strange cluster of just like 85% of me wailing on my guitar like a dying cat, and the other percentage of my YouTube channel is me live streaming and talking to myself. I don't like that sound at all. Can it not be nighttime anymore? I'm uncomfortable out here. How am I back in the world map? I am kind of back into the world map. As long as... Oh, I really don't like that. I hear Ignis. He's sneezing. Okay, well, if I jump down there, I'm back inside the world map. I don't want to be back inside the world map. That's no fun. Let's see. I gotta think of something. I gotta come up with a game plan. I gotta brainstorm here. Obviously, I can't run backwards because that's all just invisible wall. Or I could just give up and accept my fate, jump back into the world map, and start over by living at my previous save. Oh, that's right. I'm blocked out of the... Hi guys. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. Hey, anyone want to give a crown prince a hand? You know, I mean, I'm a little trapped. A little on the trap side here. Oh boy.
Feet hurt. Wuss.
Yeah, what he said. Okay, well, let's see, can I... Oh, well, I can return to the car. Which would take me all the way back to the... back inside the boundaries. Way over here. But you know what? No. I'm not about to do that. Why would I ever want to go back inbounds? I'm just going to go back and load my, save. Load, save game. Yes, we're going to go back out here. That's what we're going to frickin' do. That is what we're gonna frickin' do. I really don't know what that strange sound was, so I'm pretty sure it was a one of those giant frogs that roam around in the woods whenever it's raining at night in the game, or raining in general in the game, or just anywhere around water in the game. It wasn't a demon. It didn't sound like any of the demons that I'm familiar with in the game, at least. But at this point, doesn't matter what it is. I heard it, and I went ahead and GTFO, yo. Got the fuck out. I had gotten the fuck out of there. Alright, now that we're back inbounds here, we can proceed to explore this way. Go to that huge trash heap I saw earlier. I really want to know what this is. I'm pretty sure it's inside the game's boundaries, but at least I can see it from this angle. That's cool.
Pitch black in here.
Pitch black and where? Oh, the game. I must be in a dungeon. The game must think I'm in a dungeon. There must be a dungeon below my feet. Is that the case? No, it doesn't tell me. I think the game might actually bug out if I go here, but again, you never know if you don't try. So let's travel underside and pop in through this structure's strange looking sphincter. Alright. Well, that's something. I'm inside this thing. Can I walk through that? I can walk through that. That's cool. Walk through this. I can walk through that. There's no geometry in here. Just... Oh, outside of this? Trees. Oh, more trees, fun. Let's see, what do we got? Is the Kikatrick Trench. The Kikatrick Ruins. We're not going to Kikatrick. It's fun to say. Say it for yourself. Kikatrick. Say it 10 times fast. I'm not going to do it. It's all on you. Anyway, well, we can't go to Insomnia. The Heartbreak. Let's explore the rest of this area. Hey, look, a rock. Noctis seems to dig it. So I can't get over to those mountain ranges over there. I'll get stopped about halfway if I go that way. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'll get stopped halfway if I just proceed in this general direction, regardless of my trajectory. Yeah, there you go. English. I know how to use it. Just run up these rocks. See the Adamantoise again. There really doesn't seem to be anything hidden out here. Just, you know, I mean, I understand that there was a point where the development in the game was kind of rushed. There was a point in development when they had to cut a lot out as well, but it certainly doesn't look like anything they cut out has been hidden out here. Like they were pretty looks like they were pretty solid when it came to their development. I mean, obviously not, you know, super solid because I broke the boundaries and I'm outside the world map. But they didn't really leave anything behind. They cleaned up well. I guess that's the best thing I can say. They cleaned up rather well. Let's see what's going on here. This is an actual... Oh, nope. Slippy slidey. Slippy slidey. Well, there's a tomb of an old king, which obviously I've been to already. Some enemies out there. I don't think I'd be able to attack them if I tried. Well, actually, you know what? Noctis has a gun. Let's see if I can shoot someone from out here. Can I? I can't even lock onto them.
The hunt is on.
Actually, let me do this. Ignis, Prompto, and Gladio are not down there. So I can't switch to them. Whoa, whoa, ooh, 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 I discovered something. Oh, and I fell. And I am back at the world map. Cool. Well, everybody, it's been a fun little journey on the outskirts.
Where'd you learn that one, Noct?
Eos. But, yep.
This sounds like you're having fun.
And as well as I hope everyone else did in the stream, but I'm going to go ahead and end it here because it doesn't look like there's much more to discover outside the boundaries unless I find another spot on the map to break through. But that's going to take time, and that's a whole nother beast to tackle. So, anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.